For the Amish, getting married is the direction most people head in. So most people that are Amish expect to get married or want to get married and have a family because that sort of reflects the community, the values of the community. There's some biblical, religious motivation for that as well. Most Amish young people are going to expect to get married. Now, do they all get married? No, they don't. There are a number of Amish people that, remain single throughout their lives in Amish communities. For some, that can be a pretty difficult situation, especially you can imagine in a culture like the Amish, where it's very family oriented, and that's, and they're big families. Like I mentioned earlier, you have that expectation for many Amish, or hope, let's call it, that you would get married. And I have to say, as a young person, you probably would expect that you would get married someday, not just hope for it. But it doesn't work out for everyone. So some are just not chosen. You'll have single women, single men, and sometimes those single women will live together. Maybe if it's two siblings or several siblings might live together, sisters. I've seen where sister, brother live together, sisters and brothers. So they may live on a home on their, parents' property, for instance, in a small home. Every Amish community of significant size is going to have a number of Amish singles in that community where they haven't married yet, and maybe they've gotten up in age somewhat, or they just, never married. Some of those might end up marrying someone in the future in that situation if there's an unfortunate case of someone becoming a widow or widower. Well, for the women in this case, the Amish have names for those women, and some of them are not politically correct or politically sensitive, but you'll hear, of course, one name would be single sisters. That's pretty neutral there, but you'll also hear Amish refer to unmarried older females as old maids. Another one that one of my friends in Ohio mentioned is a little sweeter one, I guess, is leftover blessings. You maybe feel like if you're an Amish person, you didn't get to have that family in that case. And that can be difficult for some of the single people because that could be kind of lonely in some cases. But at the same time, within the Amish, it's a very family-oriented culture. So you've got, if you're not married and have a family of your own, you've certainly got a lot of nephews and nieces in most cases. And of course, all the other web of relationships you have throughout the community. As far as being single, if you think of it that way, it's probably not the loneliest place to be as a single person. So any other questions on the Amish and marriage, weddings, those kinds of topics, just leave those in the comments. I do 2 videos per week, so if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, and that will keep you in the loop. By the way, my name's Eric Wessner. I'm not Amish, but I've visited many Amish communities and Amish homes across the country, and I run the Amish America website. Thanks. See you next time.